Hey people, so this one is gonna be about me building this here vehicle from scratch. It is a small grid mining rig, akin to the last one I made with the last detector and about 90 meters of drill depth. The vehicle is improvised on the spot when I built it, so there are a few things that could have been done better, especially adding a set of wheels in the middle. It is very long for its wheelbase, but otherwise seemed to work pretty well. It works the same as my previous drilling rig. It has a drilling tower that is raised up, in this case by hinges instead of rotors, because hinges is just better for this type of application. You can get a ton of more power in a very small space, and they are much easier to stack without needing external tools and stuff like that. They are just overall better for applications where you don't need 360 degrees of rotation, I think. But yeah, I think we're gonna get to it. Before I start, I wanna do an addendum. Actually, things I didn't say in the end of the video. Well, in the other video that I should have added. I've added an antenna that is kind of important for the auto detector to work, and I have not set the piston speeds. That is an important part, so I'm gonna do that now, so you can see what it's gonna be at. I have set. Oh yeah, I set it to 0.0025. Multiply that by the 45 pistons we have in the tower, and we'll get a 0.11 meter per second extension speed. It may be able to go faster than that, probably. But yeah, now you have the numbers, so you are prepared for me not saying them as part of the video. Anyhow, yeah, I think that is all for my explanation here. Alright, we're gonna start off with the base here. So we're adding a landing gear, and we are building the drilling tower first. So I'm gonna build about 6 blocks up here to get a bit of clearance, and then we're gonna add 4 hinges. Last time I used a rotor. That is a big and bulky setup, and you need a massive counterweight because they are weak as they're weak. So we're gonna add a bunch of rotors instead, and that is surprisingly easily, and will provide us with the torque we need to lift the drilling tower while maintaining a pretty good ground clearance. So the thing about them we gotta set them on the small conveyors. That is because placing them directly on a full-size block will inhibit their movement to the full plus minus 90 degrees. So yeah. Oh, another thing we want to make sure is that they're in the correct orientation. We want those 2 bars to be downwards. That means we'll get a positive angle when we're moving the drilling tower in the upright position. So we're adding them like this. Now we can't have these on because they are now 4 different grids. Oh, another thing we want to do. We want to go in here. We want to take the hinges, and we want to set the lower limit to 0 degrees. Just to make sure the tower doesn't drop down while we're building. Alright, so we're gonna build another conveyor tube on the other side. A small conveyor junction times 4. Small conveyors again. And now a thing that is really cool about hinges that you cannot do with a freaking rotor is we can add the rotor part, the hinge part, directly in here. They're still not connected. We need to attach them. We can add them directly without having to do any weird magic. So there we go. I'm gonna add a button just to get those attached, and there we go. We have 4 hinges that should be able to lift our tower. Now we want, well, I want about 90 meters of drilling depth. That is 45 pistons, that's 2 meters each, and I'm gonna split them up into 5 groups. That means I need 9 pistons each, so that is 18 meters. That's about 20 small conveyor tubes. I'm gonna add a few on top of that just to get that bit of extra ground clearance, since we have the force to lift the turret, that's the drilling tower. That shouldn't be an issue. So we're gonna add 20 of these out here. There we go. And we're gonna build down. Now the thing is, with small grid pistons, you can't build them right next to conveyors, small grid conveyors at least. because the small grid conveyors don't give the same amount of space as large grid ones do, so we need to have a block of spacing between everything. That is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. I'm afraid, at least at the moment. Yeah, we're adding 9 of these pistons now. Now, an important thing is, you see it's a bit shaky. We want to, on every set of 9 here, is that 9? I think that's 9. That looks like 9. We want to go in and set inertia tensor on all of our pistons. We don't want to do that in the end, because then it's gonna wobble up and explode long before we're done. So that is a thing to keep in mind. And again, we're adding the 1 block spacing between things. So pistons are not exactly 2 meters long. They have the little piston head on the top that is adding a bit of length. So ideally I should be able to add 18 here, and it should be the same length, but as you can see it is not. That's because we moved a bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna alternate. I'm gonna take 18 now, 19 the next time, then 18 again, and so on, just to get a bit of normalcy, because if we just add 18, we're gonna get a turret that is skewed in that direction, and 19 is gonna be skewed in that direction. We do not want that. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. I just like to do it this way. So yeah, adding another 9. This is annoying. Come on. Right. I really prefer large grid building in general. It's just easier, you know? But then again, you can build a lot of cool things with small grid. So yeah, I guess I'm torn. One thing I would really love is a physics update, like physics engine overhaul. That would be flipping awesome, because all this shaking and random. And I think I may have forgotten. So yeah, that is a lesson in share inertia tensor always, otherwise you get that kind of behavior. So now I'm just gonna add 1 here and just set all the pistons, because I forgot to do that before. In case you get one where they're already set, click it on and off real fast. Don't daddle around, otherwise it may get a bit unstable. But generally speaking, it should be okay. Alright, let's do that one more time. This time it turned out a lot better. Alright, getting so very close. Now the question is, did I add 18 or 19 the last time? I actually can't remember. Kinda surprised me that it's tried to kill me. So I see it's a bit further in, so we added 18, so we're gonna add 19 this time. Please don't tell me I just forgot to share inertia tensor again. Now I'm getting paranoid. I probably did, I think I did. So we're just gonna make sure on the first one here before everything bunks out, because yeah, I don't think I did. It just really sucks to get this far and have it all explode in your face. Alright, there we are. So we need 2 blocks out. We could add another piston, but I kinda don't want to do that, because we're gonna lose some ground clearance due to the extra little bit of block. So I'm just gonna add conveyors here, after I of course have gone in and set my share inertia tensor on all my pistons. Very important. 2 out, add a conveyor junction. And we're gonna go 1 up, conveyor junction, that is a sorter. So down, conveyor junction, place the top one. That is one of my problems with these kind of videos. I am, generally speaking, a person that talks very little. So filling up, I don't know, 45 minutes or whatever long this is gonna take is a challenge. Especially because it's not 45 minutes for me, it's probably several hours of stuff exploding and just me mentally stalling and thinking about what I'm doing. Last time I did a build video, I think I did 6 times over because things just did not work out. So yeah, it's gonna be a 4 drill setup, and it's gonna be non-rotating one because making rotating drills on small grid is a pain in the butt due to the size of advanced rotors, and we kind of want to be able to transfer cargo through our system here. But yeah, that is the small drilling tower done. Now we are gonna save the game because this is a point where things may explode. Alright, game saved. Let's try raising it up and see how much ground clearance we have. If I have been any good at my numbers, it should hopefully not touch the ground. So let's move it. Oh yeah, we don't have. Or moving your hinges at some power. There we go, everything lights green, that is great. Right, so let's take our hinges, might as well add them to a group as we are here. Now we should be able to move this up by going positive. We do not want too much velocity or it's going to be bouncing back and forth for the next 30 minutes. So yeah, there we go, and the ground clearance is perfect. That means this will be like the frame where we place our wheels on, and this will just be skimming right above the ground when we are turning it up. And with that, our drilling tower is done. Now I'm just gonna add a few blocks here on the end because we want the rear wheels to be somewhere out here, probably here or something. If it's right on the money here, then we are gonna watch the whole vehicle tilt over when we raise the drilling tower because it has a lot of inertia. I'm gonna put the tower back down so we can build the frame of the vehicle. And we could probably add more, just add more torque so we don't get that wobbly movement. Alright, so it's gonna be a pretty long vehicle. Out to there, and let's get the width of the tower on with that as well. We're gonna want to add a landing gear somewhere down here, preferably in the front. If there's space, otherwise we're gonna have to do it on the side. The landing gear is to keep the whole thing secured while we drive around. We don't want the water to wobble. It does seem like it will fit though, so that is great. Let's just reverse the tower once again. It's gonna go with 1. Yeah, that looks good. Because we also want to frame around the part in here, how much space it takes up, how much space we have to build on, basically. But yeah, we agreed to build a landing gear there. Alright. So, it should be safe to build. Oh, we could put it there, but then again, the drills may damage things. Let's just play it a little bit safe, a little bit. And do like that. And I think I turned... Oh, it's this one guy that is being a bummer. So yeah, we want all the... There we go. Drills to be in the same orientation so we don't impact up here when it's doing this wobbling thing. That is really annoying, but it sometimes does that. It does less when the drills are on for some reason. Space engineers physics are weird at times. Alright, but we should be able to build out here. So I think that'll be the width of our vehicle. That seems a bit unsafe, but yeah. No, we're gonna build it wider because we're gonna add more stuff, obviously. So yeah, I'm not thinking, sorry. Right, onto the cargo system I think we'll do first. Now we could in theory put a cargo container, large cargo container under this, but I fear that it will interfere with the hinges. As mentioned, we can't directly contact this, so in reality we only got 4 block high, not a 5 block high space to build in. So I'm gonna be offsetting it a bit. Let's just take the tower back down, and we're gonna take the landing gear out there and switch auto lock on. I want the tower all the way down before I lock. And then we can get on to building without fearing of this being interfered with in the future. So yeah, let's log it up. Alright, there we go. All safe and secure. We've locked to the last one of the piston arms, so it should give a lot of stability when driving around. Now I think I'm gonna be building the car containers over here, and then some hydrogen storage and the last grid sensor over there. And we just gotta keep in mind we don't want to interfere with this arm nor this part here. So let us build it so that it is sunk into the floor here. Yeah. Let us do that. Alright. We already had that there. And is that interfering with anything? It is not, I think. Shouldn't be. I mean, yeah. Oh, it's interfering with the, yeah. As I said, we don't want to interfere with that at all, so we're gonna put it one block further behind just to make sure. We really don't want this to be messed up from the get-go. That would just be sad. Alright, let's try that one more time. So we have the small connector there, that is fine, that is all we're gonna be using. And that is the first one. Great, I think that's good. Now, the question is whether we want to do some hydrogen stuff here, because we're going to be running on hydrogen engines. This thing isn't going to use a ton of power. But, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do actually, now that I've thought about it a little bit. I think we are going to sink this one block down just to reduce interference. We could have totally have done that without building that thing, but oh well. Here we go. Alright. And we want 2 cargo containers, I think. That looks about right. So what I kind of just decided on in my head is that I want to try and build everything on the same side over here. Maybe have the cockpit in front, and then let this be the width of the vehicle, not have the other side as I had on my previous build. I think it will be perhaps a bit neater, but yeah, we'll see how it turns out. This is an improvised vehicle after all, so yeah, I'm just gonna save again just in case. Alright, so let's add some hydrogen engines. I'm gonna add the hydrogen later. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna do it from the get-go using junctions. It's just really annoying to invest, you know, too early. In an idea, I mean, even though conveyors look neater, it just is annoying to have to redo them. See, what do we not need here? We don't need that. Alright, is that gonna fit? I think it's gonna fit. It's beautiful. So we're gonna add 2 of those. And now, since we have the small hydrogen tanks, we are gonna add a bunch of those in here. Alright, gives us a bit of storage and a bit of mass as well. What else do we need? We need a converter in case we even mine ice and stuff like that. So let's add that here. Alright, that could also be a good place for a connector, but we gotta be careful because we want wheels around here as well. Let's just add the wheel and see what kind of space we have to work with. Actually, I think we may want a larger wheel on this vehicle because it's quite large. But then again, these wheels are massive. So, yeah, that's, oh, it's gonna fit. Great. But we are not gonna be able to have a connector anywhere near there. So what are we gonna do about that? We are gonna, what are we gonna do? We could add it in the front instead, but then we will have to move the driver's seat, at least where I envision the driver's seat being. Yeah, no, we're gonna go with a bit of an ugly solution, I think. So, in any case, we have an issue here with connecting the drills to the rest of the conveyor grid. So we're gonna add that there, all those. And then we're gonna add the hydrogen generator back on. I think it should be it. I am terribly wrong. Then we're gonna add a couple of conveyors here. And we're gonna remove the battery after we have hydrogen generators, so that is gonna be fine. We're gonna add the hydrogen, oxygen, oh my god, stop. Thing back on here. And we are gonna run a conveyor trail. I think we're gonna run it through here. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna add a block, add a connector on the end here. Yeah, that is good. And then add some conveyors. I might pretty this up later, but I'm going very much for functionality over function over form, because I really just want this to work, and I don't want to spend hours upon hours sitting here making it pretty. No. I'm just thinking about how best to do this. Okay, so we're gonna get a junction here. And we are gonna get a corner there, and now everything is connected up. That's great. Okay, now the question is, do we want driver's seat in front, or do we want the detector in front? I think we want the driver's seat in front. The question is how we're gonna add the detector in a way that doesn't look horrible. So we are gonna get my secret weapon here. This is the vehicle I showed in my last video, except it's a bit of an upgraded version, a lot heavier, but it performs kind of the same. As you can see, it turns on rotors. I can go sideways on this one, is the feature I wanted, but yeah, it is a vehicle for placing a large detector on this vehicle. It is the only reason I made it, and I spent way too freaking much time on that task, but yeah, here it is. So yes, now we're gonna get a large detector, and we are gonna put it down. There, we're gonna add a rotor head on the rear of it, and well, a rotor part, I do believe it's called. So we have means for connecting it. And just push it around. There we go. Right. So where do we want to place this? I mean, I could, I guess, I could place it here. And then place the cockpit out in the front. Oh, we really could use some more cargo space. I'm probably gonna build that up another block, I think. That is a totally different thought. So, yeah, we could place it right around there. And then we're adding a large rotor on top of the cargo container. Or what are we doing? Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. And then we can place a driver's seat just below it. So we're gonna place that up there, and we should have enough space for oh, we have plenty of space for a driver's seat or something below. I'll log in the road so it doesn't rotate down and hit. Yeah, this is gonna be good. I think this is gonna be good. I have a good feeling about this. And so that is how far out? It's 2 blocks, maybe 1 block. Place it here. Yeah, I think that is where it's going to be at. Here's the center. Oh, that is actually a problem, maybe. So yeah, a lot of a lot of pivoting is involved when I build. I changed my plans sort of a lot. So we cannot go all the way in there. So it's going to be a bit out here. This is gonna look horrible. I'm gonna do my best to like prettify it a little bit when I'm done, but it's not gonna look good, I'm sorry. But since I displayed this vehicle before starting the video, I guess you already know. So you know how it looks and I don't. That is actually kind of a weird thought. Okay, so we are adding the advanced rotor here. We are removing the head. Then we are gonna drive this into where the other head was. Try to match it up as best we can. Perfect accuracy is not needed, but do what you can. And go in and press lock. Will attach on the advanced rotor. Okay, so it needs to be pushed in a bit further, it seems. Can never get this right, but that is why I made this vehicle. There we go. Yeah. It's more important that it's far enough in than it is that it is perfectly centered. Just FYI. There we go. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I kinda did not think about me just saying 2 minutes ago that I wanted to add another cargo bay. That is actually quite problematic. I'm not sure how to do that without this whole thing falling off. So we're gonna do this whole process once again. And I'm not gonna cut it out because I want you to witness my suffering. Okay, so we're gonna remove these. Alright, we're gonna back this up a little bit. And I'm gonna add a few car containers which will hopefully fit. I'll be kinda sad if they do not. Alright, make sure the large port is on the bottom. And make sure we haven't interfered with anything. It does not seem like we have. Great. Now I can go ahead and add the rotor, and we gotta remember it has to be offset. Do we want it all the way up here? Let's just add it like that. Yeah. Alright. Moving our rotor back into place after we removed the original advanced rotor. And that was not good. There we go. Moving a bit to the side. Get it all the way in there. Alright, should be good. Right, let's cross our fingers and hope this works. And attach. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Alright, this is becoming a lot more compact of a vehicle than I had anticipated. Alright. Cargo space, and now we're gonna add a way to control down here. Maybe we want to lock the rotor up here to make sure it doesn't rotate at some point. So we want the upper limit to be 180 degrees. And just yeah, what? Oh, that's the rotor displacement. Should be fine. Alright. Now do we want to add a proper cockpit, or do we just want a control seat? I kinda like the control seat, you know. Oh, we also want to add... Do we though? We're gonna add a wheel here. I'm sorry if I am skipping a bit back and forth, but again, making it up as I go. So that is just the way my brain works sometimes. We can... Ooh, it's gonna be asymmetrical if I do it like that. I'm really not a fan of asymmetry. Even though this whole thing is asymmetrical. Yeah, I don't know what I'm on about. Yeah, you know, let's do it like that. Let's just do it like that. Actually, we could just place the wheel out here. It's placed on in line with that bar in there. So if I were to place the other wheel like I think it's like there. Actually, it's gotta be on this. It would be symmetrical, but will it look like hot garbage? That is the question. Let's try it out. And go. I mean, it's not horrible, but our vision from our cockpit is gonna be. But then again, we got this little alcove where we can sit and look out. So this may actually be good, I think. Again, we're not trying to win any beauty contests here. So let's try this out for a spell. And I'll set the height offset to max. Yeah. I think this may actually work out a bit. By that I mean I think I'm actually lagging now. We're gonna get some issues with the turn radius on that wheel. So yeah, this is one of the silly things I often do that costs me tons of time. I log onto this little thing I want to be part of the design, even though it just doesn't matter, and it makes it all so much harder on me. I do not know why I do this to myself sometimes, but then again it makes for some interesting creations. Alright, I think I'm gonna just save quickly here, but I do think we're ready to remove the landing gear. There we go. And yeah, we have very limited view, but then again it's an industrial vehicle. I think that's okay. I may build a little cockpit or something. But we can drive around. If I just stop here, so let's add a handbrake button here. That's the handbrake. We gotta find the hinge group. That's gonna be in there. So we're gonna add one for reversing that. We are gonna take the drills, make a drill group, and add that. Oh yes, we are also gonna get the landing gear and a button for switching the lock, not switch auto lock. There we go. Alright, so if we unlock that and we reverse the hinges, we're going up, up, up. Now, the rest of this is really just beautification, you know, as well as some fine-tuning of balance and stuff, but not things that are important to the function of this. So if you just want to know how to build this, you may cut out now. You may even have it cut out when I finish building the drilling tower. But yeah, I'm just gonna try to make it look a bit neater. It does look like we actually have space for the gear. Just can't go. Does look like we have space for the wheel. We just can't go further than that. So yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna try to add some weights and add a bit of looks to it to make it a bit more presentable. But as for the functional stuff, we're done. We're done. Setting up the action bar was the last part of making this thing work. So yeah. Cheers. But yeah, let's continue if you're still watching. See if this will still make it turn. I don't think it will. Oh, it's gonna go in there. That's annoying. Alright, so we're gonna move it all one block over. Again, as I said before, I'm kind of making problems for myself here. But yeah. It is all part of the fun of the game, I guess. And this vehicle is not OSHA approved. I can guarantee you that. Alright. Yeah, let's make it like that. So I don't really have a particular theme I'm aiming at here. I'm just kinda spitballing all of this and hoping that it will not look too terrible in the end. But I kind of think we're in the right direction here. This is also adding mass to the vehicle, which is a good thing. As you can see, it's wobbling a bit. The more mass we have, the less it will wobble. Plus, as you may have noticed, when the tower goes up and down, it will flip the front. So getting a bit of mass out here is not a detriment. It is a vehicle that is supposed to be very massive on itself because of the ore we're gonna get in our 4 large car containers in the rear. Why do we not have anything in there? Can I? Should be able to. So yeah, it is not a bad thing. All right, do I wanna like this? I think that's okay. Isn't that okay? I guess. I really wish we could get totally square car containers. I hate these little holes. There's a lot of things which should change. I think I mentioned it before, but I really would wish for a physics overhaul. It would just really make not even make my day, it would make my freaking year. Just a physics engine that updates more than 60 times per second would be awesome. On top of getting rid of some of this wobbling, I guess. That would be a great thing. If there ever is Space Engineers 2 or something like that, I'm buying it instantly. So as I mentioned before, I'm really not good at talking in the long videos. I kind of run out of things to say, you know. It's not my forte. Yeah, let's keep the crossbar theme up here. I kind of like that. Does add some asymmetry, but honestly I think I'm kind of over that by now. Though I do not like the tight corner we're gonna get there, so I think we're gonna do something like this instead. And likewise back here. And so yeah, it's gonna be a holy vehicle. Yeah, I think that fixed that up a bit. It's not anything massive I'm doing here. I'm just filling up a few holes that hopefully make this thing look a tad more sendable. And hopefully a little symmetrical. Why can't I build that there? Alright. It is starting to look like a machine that I can present at the start of this video without people leaving it immediately. That's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna have a little gap there. I don't think... Oh, that can't be helped, but I think we may have affected the turning radius of our vehicle here. Is that gonna be okay? I can still go. Oh man. Kinda wish I could put the wheels out further without making it look like turbo garbage, but I think this is what we're gonna be living with. All right. So I think I'm almost done with what I want to do here. I mean, I don't want to go totally crazy. Just want to smooth the edges a bit. Ugh. Sometimes I just wish I could build in total no-clip mode. Okay, do we want to make that part solid, or do we want some edges? I think we want to make it solid. I think we have plenty of edges. Pull that out. Alright. And down here we want to do what? That corner there. And we're gonna do what? Are we just gonna put down a corner all the way across there? I think we are. I mean, no one's gonna look down here anyway. But here we are building stuff. Alright, I think that is what I'm gonna do with this vehicle. We can't build anything here because it's gonna interfere with the arm. Gonna remove that button there, and we're gonna build like so. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I think I like that. All right. Honestly, I think that's that's as good as it's gonna get. So yeah, I think this is all I have. I'm done here. Yeah, this is good. So right, I hope the video wasn't too long. I hope it was useful. I hope that it was something that you were able to follow, even though I tend to go off on a tangent at times and yeah, set weird challenges for myself. In any case, if you are still watching at this point in time, I say very much thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please press like, because this took quite a while to build. And if you would like, for some weird reason, for me to do build videos in the future as well, drop a comment and I guess I'll do it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see ya.